All right, welcome. I hope everybody is having a fantastic Friday. So today I'm going to be discussing the 3 tips to crafting better content for your email list. So I usually write a blog post about the topic that I'm going to be doing a live stream for, and then I do the live stream. But this time I'm kind of just winging this, so bear with me. So first of all, email marketing, really can be a challenge because the average person gets more than 100 emails a day. I know I get a shit ton of emails that when I see stuff come through, I just end up deleting, unless if I see it from a client or a lead or something like that. So I really quickly filter through emails unless if something really catches my eye, and I know I'm not the only one. Nearly half of those emails also that come in go straight to my spam folder because of how many times I don't read the emails and how Google or Gmail, really sorts through emails these days. So honestly, the best way to break through the clutter is with great emails that resonate with your audience. So how do you do that? That's exactly what we're going to be discussing today. So every email is like a blank slate. It's full of potential and possibility, and if you want to be creating better email content, you need a focused strategy and the willingness to really try new things until you find the formula that actually works. It's all about testing what works and what doesn't. That's something that I've talked about before too, is even with social media, testing what does work and what doesn't, and following those analytics. It's the same with email marketing. You have those email analytics that you can look at every single month and see, oh, I named, my email with that subject line and it performed really well versus that subject line. Maybe there's something there. So testing what works and what doesn't is very important. So something that I saw MailerLite, the email marketing system that I use, something that I have heard them or read them say is the best email marketing content is 1, single-minded with one goal, relevant to its audience, visually easy to read, and defines what the reader needs to do next. So that is the overall outline of what the best email marketing campaign looks like. And how it helps your business is it conveys a clear and compelling message about what you do, what it is you're offering. It has a unique voice that is personable and relatable. Running a business, you have to be personable with your audience in order to make those sales. And that's also, building a relationship with your audience in order to make those sales. Those go hand in hand. And it also tells your story more. There's a lot of emails that I send out that gives them a background as to why I do what I do or why I started what I do and things like that. So telling your story, your brand story, is another way that email marketing helps your business. And it shares your products and services. So the 3 tips that I really want to discuss with you today to crafting better content for your email list is 1, be human. So yes, email is personal, yet a lot of email marketing comes across as impersonal, or even generic. So craft your emails like you're writing to a friend in a normal setting. And make sure you use their name, which email marketing, they make it really easy. You can just put the formula in there for them to use the audience's first name so it looks like it's actually addressed to them. That also makes it perform a lot better in people's inboxes and doesn't get marked as spam. The value and benefits you offer attract people to subscribe, but it's your personality and your brand that keeps people from coming back. So people read your emails because they like you. Use that to your advantage. And when you're yourself and you focus on relationships that you build with your leads, those sales will come. If you try to sell before you establish the right rapport, you will most likely fail. So use your email marketing as a way to be human. And also I like to give the 70-30 rule. 70% of your emails should give value and build rapport, while 30% actually sell. And number 2, you want to set one content goal. So one content goal for each email. And also keep in mind, maybe that content goal should be what is your content goal for the entire month. You know, you don't want to be selling a shit ton of offers all month long. You kind of want to stick with, you know, this month I'm going to be focusing on selling my course. Next month I'm going to be focusing on just getting people to book a one-on-one call with me. Do the same thing with your emails. So you might have a lot of offers, but think about what you're trying to accomplish with your email. If you don't have a clear end goal, your email content is likely to drift all over the place, leaving your readers overwhelmed, confused, uninterested. So don't promote all of your offers in one email. Pick one that you want to promote or that is relevant in the moment. So do you want to promote your Facebook group? Great, let's stick with that. Let people know about the group, the benefits they'll get from joining, why they should join, and what you're doing in the group that maybe people would want to attend. So for example, Monetize Your Passion Society, my Facebook group, is also an in-person meetup group. And right now I am getting tons of guest speaker applications, which, by the way, if any of you are interested in being a guest speaker, please send me a PM. So right now I was going through guest speaker applications and booking events with people in my Facebook group and getting people to join my Facebook group in order to attend those guest speaking events. So it'll be like a Zoom meeting where people can hop in, talk with the guest speaker. You know, it'll be very, very personable. And not only does it help me, it helps the guest speaker in promoting our businesses. So that's something that I would want to be sharing with my email list, you know, sharing that super exciting opportunity and giving them a reason to join the Facebook group. Anyways, you know, so whether your goal is to drive traffic, improve customer retention, increase your sales, it's important to define it and craft the content in order to achieve that goal. All right, so lastly, number 3 is to make it visually appealing. So your message is much easier to read when it's visually appealing, so your readers can scan the content quickly to get the overall message in your email. So let's say if a reader maybe opens your email and sees dense paragraphs, let's face it, they're going to head for the hills. Try breaking up your text with subheaders, using lists, bullet points, bold words, italic words, underlined things. The more variety within your text, the better, so people can easily pick out keywords or things that might interest them. Because let's face it, no one reads word for word your blog posts or your emails. They skim. Ain't nobody got time to read you pouring your heart out. So the goal for the reader is to scan your email to see if it's worth diving deeper. And this is even more important for cell phones where the text is really compressed. I know when I open up an email and it's like in these huge paragraphs, you know, on my desktop, just imagine what they look like on a cell phone. Like it would just be pages and pages of text. I'm not going to read all that. I don't have time for that. So definitely keep that in mind when you are creating content for your email. Also, using photos is very, very helpful. So breaking up within the email text some imagery. So not only does it break up your text, but images are a really powerful way to communicate. You could also use videos and GIFs to really add that more dynamic visual element to your email newsletters. But just keep in mind that the more photos and GIFs that you use in one email, the slower it's going to load. So definitely keep that in mind, because I have a slow computer, so if I open up an email and it has tons of images, it's like, oh my god, I don't have time for this either. So just keep that in mind. Only use a couple, and make sure they're not big either. Alright, so that was the 3. So let me back up here. So number 1 was being human. Number 2 was setting one content goal. And number 3 was to make it visually appealing. Those are the 3 tips to crafting better content for your email list. And you know, you don't need any fancy software to create an email campaign. In fact, I use the free platform MailerLite, which is super basic. It's very easy to use, but it creates beautiful emails with little to no effort from me, and it's free. And as a solopreneur, I try to take whatever I can free. So the beauty of email marketing is the more time you spend collecting emails, driving those conversations in your email content, it's almost a guarantee your sales are going to increase, your audience numbers will increase, your engagement on social media will increase, and so much more. So if you've already been doing email marketing for some time now, that's totally fine. Take these tips with a grain of salt, implement them, test them, and just try again. It takes a lot of time, trust me. So I've been doing this for about 3 years straight now, and I have only a couple hundred people on my email list, and that's okay. I know they're good leads because I get responses to my emails. I have people replying to me. My click rates are fantastic, and it's continuing to grow, especially with this new Facebook group, Monetize Your Passion Society. I'm definitely networking and meeting more and more people on a daily basis, and I'm like, hey, join my email list. So I don't need thousands on my list to be happy or to get leads, only a couple hundred. So remember that email marketing is also a form of permission marketing, so I don't buy lists or obtain them unethically. I mean, I definitely have opportunities. I definitely can grab people's emails without them knowing, but I definitely don't want to do that because, one, they could flag it as spam, and then all of my emails from MailerLite are going to go into people's spam boxes and they're never going to see them. So just make sure you're getting permission for emailing people so that doesn't happen. And then lastly, the thing that I also wanted to mention really quickly was email marketing can quickly launch your online courses to success, result in more conversions. However, you only enjoy those benefits if you write good email content that your prospects want to read. So keep your content brief, compelling, on topic, resist the urge to go off on tangents like I am, or to apply the hard sell. So, email marketing, you're in it for the long haul, not the quick ROI. And more importantly, you want to build those relationships with your readers. Let them know that you sympathize with them, that you understand the problems that they're facing, and that you want them to succeed, and that, hey, you're here to help. So that's what makes an email marketing campaign so special. So just remember those couple tips for crafting better content for your email list, and I think you're going to see some really, really amazing value. So, all right, thank you everyone for joining me on this beautiful snowy Friday, and make sure to say hello. If you're watching on YouTube, hit subscribe. If you're watching the replay, let me know what you found very helpful. And okay, take care everybody. Thank you.